Let's talk for a minute. Let's talk about the great search. The great search for the truth or for enlightenment or for when it all makes sense, when you get the answers. So we spend our lives searching to find some non-physical thing. What are we finding? Understanding? How do we find understanding? How do we know what we're even searching for? Truth, it's so ambiguous. Enlightenment, it's so hard to define, especially if we're not in an enlightened mind. How would we know? Like Einstein said, mankind's problems can't be figured out at his present level of consciousness. I think it says it a little differently than that, but basically the same idea. We invented the problem. It became apparent to me today when I had a bunch of people here talking about spirituality and the world, and it's obvious that searching is going on and there's ideas about what it is. What is the light? What is the truth? What is the knowledge that sets us free? The truth that sets us free. The light. The light is a pure form. There is no darkness with it. So light will feed. Light will bring nourishment. The light brings knowledge. The light is how the knowledge is transferred, and it's through our ability to ingest that nourishment of light by use of our mind, by our heart, which I think represents our state, the core of our being. Do you know who you are to the core of your being? Shall I speak of love? Love is embracing, accepting, is kind, very open, authentic, real, light, no darkness, no shadow, always gentle. Its gaze touches softly, and yet can be strong and help work out those kinks and find rest. It shows you how to release those knots. Speak of love. When the majority of the world in high finance and all that, love isn't that important. What is important is the quest for power and glory, wealth, and the battle over that, and then the playing of God. Like the Illuminati, and the Masons. You're going to play God. Secret agencies and secret armies of people ready to kill in the name of the secret society. Like a big, huge college sorority, little secret group, all with their special handshake and their wink of the eye. Hey, we know what we're doing. We're going to take over the world. It's like I can tune into it. It's a listening, and you can hear it. It seems like it's right there. When it comes, it's right there. To see the light is to recognize the truth, for it establishes truth. It establishes what is real. Its realness is acknowledged after it's touched by perception and intuited and absorbed and searched through. This is what consciousness does in its searching. It's like a question, and it directs what's going to come up. Because if there's a question, I believe the mind goes right to work on trying to get the answer to that. And what is the mind? It's a creative force that somehow is formed by the question itself. And then the energy of life gets funneled in that direction. And it bends time and space to look. It traverses through the timeline of other people and books and data. And inner. Just knowing that it's connecting with something relevant. It knows by when it touches it. It sees the light in it and therefore knows what is real. But one would have to be completely honest. In fact, it seems that honesty is the key to finding and sharing the truth and having meaningful connection. But research has shown that people lie almost constantly or can live lives of deception, never being who they really are, never being at ease with themselves and with others, and therefore not really authentic and able to connect. And to connect is merely, really, even just to be able to touch what is real in each other. But if one can't be real, because fear, self-consciousness causes a holding back, therefore we can't get to know the real person underneath the defense. But I think there's a way of looking at the defense itself and determine deductive reasoning and cognitive therapeutic methodology, looking at a thought, inverting it, looking at its opposite. What is it really? What is its opposite? And usually if it's a thought that's in the form of a denial, where one is in disagreement with another, I don't believe the same way as you, or I don't believe in what you're saying is true, or I believe that you're a bad guy and I don't like you, and I don't believe anything you're saying, I think you're a liar. These are denials. So I think it's fun. It's exhilarating to open up and allow that information, and which really is just, it seems to me like pop or soda water, where the bubbles come up. They come out of nothing. Where did that come from? All of a sudden there's this bubble, and it's off it goes, going up. And that is how I think of creativity. Some kind of elements come together and they produce creative thoughts, or thoughts. Thoughts are produced like bubbles in a pop can. There does seem to be layers of being. Some of them like lower in the gut. Others seem to be in the head. Some seem to be in the chest and the heart. Warm, fuzzy ones. Some things, tears can get stuck in the throat and fall from the eyes, which is down below the place of perception with the third eye, and up above to knowing, that place where there is no time difference. It's kind of like the top of the pyramid. It's just one point, and it's a hologram of all that is. It's like the pyramid is a projection from the one point at the top. Never heard that explanation before, but I kind of like it. I'll be right back. Okay, thank you for being with me tonight, and I'm not done. I'm going to be back. I'm just going to go do something before the night's over, and appreciate you.